This is damn Jody back with some more crypto Bitcoin news. Today, we got some more news on Apple. A big breaking news if this is true. Just like last time I was telling y'all about, once Apple, Facebook, Google, Amazon, and all these big players get in, it's going to be, a parabolic chain reaction, a domino effect of how you see everybody start to also put their reserves in and stuff like that, or, just being, you can already see the shit falling. The dominoes already falling. You look at Meta, Facebook changing its name. You look at how everybody's moving. All the banks turned around. I've been in this game for quite a while. So since 2017, if y'all go back and see JP Morgan, all these major banks and stuff like that, downplaying cryptocurrency and stuff like that. And now they're all slowly working towards getting their own digital currency, or working with, something like that, working with some type of company to bring digital currency, or they're going to be investing into it, one or two. But let's jump straight into it. We got another video doing a review on my guy, Chico Crypto. He got some more gems to bring us, so we're going to jump straight into it.
Is going down and this week. So initially,
before we jump in there, let's go look at the market real fast, real quick, real quick. As y'all can see, we're on a day candle. So this is today. We just closed 20 minutes ago. We closed at 46,587. But as y'all can see, we did go all the way down to 44,230. But the reason why I really think it's about to be a major bounce, anybody in the game understands how important this 20-day moving averages, this 200-day moving averages right here. So as you can see, the candle wicked down to the 200-day moving average, went all the way back up, and it stopped right above it. So that's showing me a lot of bullish signs, plus all the good news that's coming in and stuff like that. You got Luna buying $10 billion to back his project and all this different type of stuff. So I do think we are headed towards 53. We need to break about 53K. And as well, I do think that we will pass 50,000 within the next couple of days. And probably eventually have another correction once we do either get close to 53K or a little bit after 53K. I do see that we will probably have a correction, which is just normal. Good. This is just good. A nice little good pullback, little healthy correction. But let's jump straight to my boy Chico Crypto, see what he got to say.
Yeah, there's a dump. But I have a feeling there is going to be a pump, you guys. And Bitcoin 2022 in Miami, the biggest Bitcoin conference of the year of all time, is going down.
This week.
And I talked about this last week over my live stream, so I don't want to keep reiterating it. But Jack Mallers, he's the CEO of the Bitcoin API payments company, Strike, for the Lightning Network. And there are rumors out there that Strike and Apple could be partnering to integrate Bitcoin payments with Apple across their suite of products. Apple iPhones, you'll be able to literally use the Bitcoin Lightning Network to send a payment to anyone in the world in the blink of an eye, for cheap fees too, because it is a Lightning Network.
Very cheap.
When I looked around the yoga studio, I didn't see any football players.
It would be very cheap, because Lightning Network is way cheaper than any other basic network that we have out right now. So that'd be good, as well as you being able to get your paychecks in full Bitcoin, or half of it, 20% and stuff like that. They have that also as on straight.
So again, Jack Mallers, he's been hinting at it with Apple hints. He's posting old speeches, old, infomercials. He was wearing an Apple hat in front of a Chase bank ATM and throwing up the bird. So that's not it, though. So if this happens, Of course, it's going to be good for the Bitcoin price, but the Bitcoin price could get another boost, you guys. There are rumors circulating that when this goes down between April 6th and 9th, Apple is going to actually announce something that they have or are going to be, probably already have, buying 1.5 billion in Bitcoin for their reserves.
Understand, y'all, Apple is the biggest company in the world. Once they jump in, even if they said they didn't, everybody will turn around and start buying. It will be a domino effect, a parabolic chain reaction. If it's not this year, over time, every company will now start to look into Bitcoin and think about making it, putting some of their money into the reserve, putting some of their money from the reserve into Bitcoin to offset inflation. You feel me? Just like with gold, just like they do with gold and other stocks and bonds and all this different type of stuff. We understand inflation, you losing money, you feel me, by the year. So they understand that, they understand how much money has been printed and stuff like that. So they do understand, hey, we got to do something. And Bitcoin is looking very nice. So let's see what he got to say.
So one of the largest, companies out there,
they got $200 billion in cash in their reserve.
Will be adding Bitcoin to their balance sheet and treasury. So the feasibility of this, let's talk a little bit about it. Well, Apple has more than 200 billion in cash on hand, and their CEO, Tim Cook, has talked in the past that it's reasonable to own Bitcoin as part of a diversified investment portfolio. But Tim Cook has also said that, Apple would never buy Bitcoin as they aren't an investment company. Well, people can change their minds. And after seeing what's going on with other entities in the space, Tesla buying Bitcoin for their reserves, MicroStrategy, MacroStrategy having for their reserves, and the other corporations, probably over 20 now, have been buying Bitcoin for their treasury and reserves. A change of mind, a change of pace can happen. And having Bitcoin on your balance sheet as a corporation would be smart to have it on hand as part of a diversified treasury. But this is all good news, like all major news, but next week we could have the wind taken out of the Bitcoin sales, because early next week, the CPI, Consumer Price Index data, comes out for the month of March, inflation data. And if it's high, higher than people expect, of course, Bitcoin, tech stocks, speculative stocks are going to get hurt. As of right now, people are expecting the inflation, so I don't think it's going to be too big of a factor, but there is a possibility that, this gets announced, that the wind gets taken out of the sales next week. So what else is going on in the Bitcoin space? Well, I have a feeling summer of the...
So he basically just stating that consumer reports is coming up, basically that shows the amount of inflation per consumer goods and stuff like that. You get to see the rates of inflation and stuff like that. So, which most people understand inflation and understand that inflation is coming and inflation is very high. You can tell on the gas prices and basically everything else. You can see Netflix and all these other type of companies starting to raise the price. So just like he said, I don't think it's going to be too much of a shake off or anything like that, because everybody understands what's going on. But I do think that people will start to reconsider holding their money into cash, holding their money into cash, and start to look into things like cryptocurrency and other assets that actually help during inflation instead of get hurt during inflation. So there's a lot of good news, and also you have that coming around the corner. So just be careful, but I don't think that's going to be too major for the market. I do think that might have a little correction, like I said, but then once we pass 53K, we headed to all-time highs. Mark my words.
This year, Q3 is going to be very bullish for Bitcoin and crypto. And yeah, the price is going to go baby. Intel, they announced that they are creating a very eco-friendly and powerful Bitcoin mining chip for ASIC miners. Well, they announced a chip. It's called Blockscale, and it's shipping in Q3 to some of the largest Bitcoin miners in the United States, Argo, Hive, and the like. Well, they put out, the power of it, and it is more powerful than Bitmain, the largest Bitcoin ASIC miner company out there. It's more powerful than theirs. So that is very bullish. America is about to go on overdrive with Bitcoin mining.
We already the leaders in
In
mining.
Q3 of this year that's bullish for crypto. Well, Elon Musk, the old Muskie boy, he just announced.
Wouldn't it be great if you can manage and read your mail when away
Elon
on
Musk just bought
vacation or abroad?
He's the highest shareholder
exactly
single individual in
getting in the car.
Twitter, about like 9% of shares.
That he had bought an over 9% stake in the social media platform Twitter. I mean, just a couple of weeks ago, he was talking about how Twitter and free speech, people were recommending him buy it. Well, he did. He bought it the largest stake. He is the largest shareholder of Twitter stock, even larger than some of these hedge funds out there like BlackRock, Vanguard, and like. So he does have an influential say in the company. And Dogecoin, it started pumping because people think, Dogecoin will be integrated into the Twitter platform, tipping and the like. Well, just last week, Elon Musk, before this buy, he announced on Twitter that he is working on the master part of his plan, part 3. Now, I've made a video that I think it's possible Elon Musk is Punk6529 on Twitter because his master plan, part 3, is supposed to be completed within the next month. So what could be happening? Well, there is a possibility, and this is just speculation, that, Elon's been talking about memes, season memes of production, and Doge 1 is supposed to happen at the end of September. And that is when Punk6529's master plan comes to completion, and he said liftoff. So it's possible Twitter integrates, the ability to view memes in space through Doge 1 and the space tokens. That is speculation on my part, but
Yeah, Chico Crypto is one of them. Understand what he said. So basically, Elon Musk just bought 9% of Twitter, making him the largest shareholder from any individual. So he's going to have a lot of say-so in Twitter and what happens with Twitter and stuff like that. So him making that power play, and also I talked about it before, how what he's talking about is basically Elon Musk launching satellites into space that will allow you to advertise your memes, different memes. So he's stating by him buying shares in Twitter, he has speculation that Doge will be added so that you can tip people on there, as well as you being able to upload your NFT and it being able to be launched into the space through Doge 1, the space coin. So that's going to be major. That'll be, hey, Elon Musk, you see what he did, man. You see how he came out and he spoke against just being able to say what you want to say, freedom of speech. And then he just turned around and just bought it because he wanted power in it. Instead of starting his own, he just bought majority share as an individual into fucking Twitter. That's a power move, man. So now, like I said, with shitcoin like Dogecoin, when it does have a utility and use case, it can, something can happen from it, So like I said, if anything, Elon Musk is going to be the reason why Doge stays and becomes a real investment, which he's not letting up on it. You feel me? So it looks like Dogecoin really might be a good investment. Or after all, the biggest meme coin turned into actually a utility coin. You know, so with the right influence and community.
Whew, that would be freaking amazing. So what else is happening in Q3? Well, Reddit, one of the other largest social media platforms out there, they just announced that they are integrating NFTs into Reddit. And it's based on Ethereum. And it's based off their mascot, the snooze, whatever it's called. But there is something big going on Reddit right now called Our Place. So Our Place is probably the biggest distributed artwork that ever happened. Communities are battling to fill in pixels and make pictures on this, picture board. Basically like the $1 million picture that happened way back in the early days of the internet. So I have a feeling that this is going to be turned into an NFT. So basically the most distributed NFT in history. And I think this is just the beginning of it. Reddit integrating NFTs, Our Place will be turned into an NFT. But regarding NFTs, things are getting massive for it. The UK government just announced that their Royal Mint would be issuing an NFT when? This summer, Q3.
That's
and
crazy.
Once again, what are they using? Ethereum. Not much details on what this
Ethereum
NFT
was my
will
first
entail,
investment,
but,
my
the UK
favorite
government
art.
has announced that they want to become a hub for cryptocurrency. So I expect some pretty big things. But regarding all this, where is that all being built on, you guys? Ethereum. I recommend getting some Ethereum because I think Ethereum is going to explode. I've said this for a while, get 32 Ethereum to solo stake because the returns on that, if Ethereum gets up to even $5,000 a year or $5,000, the 12 to 20% returns on staking that are coming after post-merge are going to be very, very valuable.
2.0.
Now, a lot of people don't have the ability to get that, but there are staking pools out there.
And APR
and I
and
recommend
staking.
Rocket Pool because it is a decentralized staking platform. And eventually here soon, I'm going to be creating my own Rocket Pool, staking pool, mini pool. So watch out for that, you guys.
Man, that's basically everything. Well, wow, that's a lot, man. That's a lot of news. So if Apple does announce that they are about to buy Bitcoin or they already have bought Bitcoin, you will see Bitcoin take off and you will see me making another video. But there's a lot of great shit going on in crypto, y'all, man. This is a long-term game, man. This is fucking internet in 2000, you feel me? This is so early, so understand. This is the infant stage. This is the, infrastructure stage, We ain't mainstream yet, Only less than 5% of the world even invest in Bitcoin right now. So if you're watching this, understand you're ahead of the game. Not too late, man. Get in there. Start dollar cost averaging. I got a little buzz on me. But hey, y'all, thank y'all for watching my shit. That's the gems for the day. To the next episode. Peace, love, family.